Okay, so today we're going to take a look at using functions and creating a chart using Google Spreadsheet. So the first thing I did was I logged into my Gmail account from the school, and I have a spreadsheet open right here. And I'm going to select cell B3, and I'm going to insert item, quantity, cost, and total cost. So now that I have my spreadsheet set up, I'm going to input the data that appears in our class website underneath the shopping trip. So I want to put in, we got pretzels, Gatorade, bananas, steak, potatoes, and those Yo-Kids. Then the quantity for each, we got 2 bags of pretzels, 3 different things of Gatorade, 6 bananas, 2 steaks, 1 bag of potatoes, and 2 boxes of Yo-Kids. Pretzels were $2.78. Gatorade was $7.15 for 1 8-pack. Bananas were 89 cents. Steak was $14.99 for each of them. A bag of potatoes was $5.50. And Yo-Kids was $6.25. Now, quick tip, I'm going to highlight all these numbers under cost. I'm going to hit this $sign. That's going to turn into money. So the first function that we're going to talk about is multiplying these two together. So if we buy 2 pretzels at $2.78, obviously we have to multiply 2, quantity 2 times $2.78 for each one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the total cost. I'm going to put an equal sign in, and I'm just going to select the 2 cells that I want to multiply. Now I'm going to select the quantity of 2. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and hit the number 8 button for a star. And then I'm going to hit the cost of each bag of pretzel, which is what it's doing is it's multiplying C4 by D4. And if I hit enter, it's going to give me $5.56. Now I can keep going through and doing that, or I can grab this little blue button right here. You'll notice my cursor goes from an arrow to an X. If I left click on that X and I drag it all the way down, it's going to perform that function all the way through. So that takes us through the function of adding 2 different cells together. We put the equal sign, we select the one cell we want to multiply, hold down Shift 8, which gives us a star, and then select what you want the cell you want to multiply that with, and hit enter, and that'll give you the total. And then you can drag that type of function all the way down. You'll notice that that function then appears right here in that toolbar. So the next function we're going to take a look at is we're going to add all of these together. So functions always start with the equal sign. So down here under item, I'm going to add totals, and I am going to, so I want to add up the total of my grocery bill. So I'm going to hit the equal sign, and then I'm going to type sum, S-U-M, with a open parentheses. So now I'm telling Google Spreadsheets that I want to add the following cells together, and I'm just going to go and highlight all these totals. And then I'm going to hit Shift 0, which is close parentheses. So now equal sign tells Google Sheets we want a function. Sum tells them we're adding up. And anytime whatever I put in the parentheses is what they're going to add together. I hit enter. Now I have my total grocery bill of $80.33. So the second part of the video is really taking a look at how we want to add a chart. Now we're going to add a pie chart for this project. It's really pretty simple. They did a good job of streamlining it. I'm going to highlight pretzels through Yo-Kids and let go. Now I'm no longer touching the left button on my mouse. On my keyboard, I'm going to hold down the control key and I'm going to highlight the total cost of each one. Now it's important you highlight the control key because you'll notice these 2 columns are skipping. So in order to skip over them, we're going to highlight, let go, hold down control, and highlight the rest of these. So now the spreadsheet knows what information I want to put in the chart. From here I'm going to go to Insert, Chart, and it's going to give me a bunch of different options. For this I want to go down to Pie Chart. I prefer either the 2D or the 3D. We'll select 3D for right now. You see I got myself a nice chart here. If I click Insert, this is the chart that eventually we're going to look to bring over to Google Slides. Now before we do that, I'm going to want to change a couple things. If I left click on the box, you'll notice this down arrow comes up. If I left click again, it's going to give me the advanced edit option, and this is where all your choices are going to come from. So the chart title, I'll make grocery bill. If I want to change the background color, maybe we'll make the background color like a dark gray. The title, I can change the color, font size, that. Now we have it in white to stand out a little bit from the background. I can do the same thing for the labels. Now the labels are white. There's a lot of other different options, which if you just want to take a look at them, you can go through and you can actually change the color of each one. If you don't want pretzels to be blue, if you want pretzels to be, say, light blue, you can do that. Also, what I think is very interesting and important is the legend. Instead of being on the right, we're going to put labeled, which to me makes it a little bit more specific, and you can see that. So when I'm done changing all of these different types of options, I click Update, and now you'll notice that my chart is updated. The last process you want to go through is going to Edit, making sure your whole chart is highlighted, clicking on Edit, clicking on Copy, and then opening a new Google slide. I can go to Edit, Paste, and there's my chart. So that's how we use a couple simple functions, create a chart in Google Spreadsheet, and slide over and open up in Google Slides.